Good evening. I'm Anthony Hall, Councilman of Town of Grange, here this evening to give you an update from our last town council meeting. I want to do my best to keep you informed and knowledgeable about what's going on in the town. Our last town council meeting was held December 6, 2021, and I'm about to share the screen here and show you the agenda. And meetings always start with a call to order by the mayor. And there's an opening prayer in this meeting. The opening prayer was done by Elder Cottrell. It was approval of the minutes from the preceding meeting. And next on the list was the administration of oath of office to Councilmember Anthony Hall, David Holmes, and Roger Miles. After the administration of oath of office, Mayor Wooten took a moment to recognize outgoing council member Nikki Lee for her years of service to the town of Grange. And I want to take this opportunity to recognize former council member Nikki Lee for her years of service as well. She's someone I admire and I'm very fond of, and I wish her the best. Next on the agenda was the selection of Mayor Pro Temp. And the town voted to appoint David Holmes Mayor Pro Temp with a 5-1 vote. I personally want to congratulate David Holmes on his appointment, and I believe he'll do a great job in that role. Next, there was a public hearing, and that hearing was to extend the corporate limits of the town. The town has chosen to annex several tracts of land that the town owns, but is not currently within the town city limits. The motion was made by Councilmember Gladney and seconded by Councilmember Gray. The motion passed unanimously. On the agenda, you had Board of Adjustment, but there were none. And there's a public comment period. And during that public comment period, a gentleman by the name of Craig Foss spoke. At every meeting, there's a public comment period where citizens have up to 3 minutes to talk about anything they choose. During that public comment period, Craig Foss spoke about the several issues, but what stuck with me was his comments about the state's Veterans Memorial and the lack of communication about events held there. And I agree with his concerns. I spoke to the town manager prior to the meeting about the Veterans Memorial and the lack of communication about events. The town has to do a better job of letting people know what's going on. I didn't even know there was an event at the Veterans Memorial on Veterans Day. And I think we should utilize every means at our disposal to better communicate the citizens of Grange. I've spoken with the town manager about creating a social media page and increasing our social media presence, not just to communicate to our citizens, but to market and promote the many great things that the Grange has to offer. This is an issue that I will work to correct. Going down the list to new business. There was a formal presentation of the fiscal 2021 audit and financial statement to the town council by J. Parrish, CPA of Barrow, Paris, and Davenport, PA. A motion was made by Councilmember Gladney, seconded by Councilmember Hall, to accept the 2021 audit report as read, with the understanding that this is a draft report and the motion passed unanimously. Item B was the approval of the resolution for conveyance of real property, and the property is 103 South Caswell Street to Illinois Community College. The motion was made by Councilmember Gladney and it was seconded by Councilmember Miles. The motion carried. Item C on new business was the approval of the use of $10,280,000 in state funds for the water, sewer, wastewater treatment plant expansion. And I want to take time to thank Senator Perry and the General Assembly for working tirelessly to pass the state budget. and for appropriating these funds for Town of LaGrange. The motion was made by Councilmember Hall and seconded by Councilmember Miles, and motion carried unanimously. Item D on the new business was the adoption of a resolution. Adoption of the resolution establishing the 2022 regular meeting schedule. The motion was made by Councilmember Gladney and seconded by Councilmember Miles, and the motion carried. Item E was consideration of purchase or replacement of additional Christmas decorations for the town's streets. This topic was referred to the Economic Development and Tourism Committee to review. At the meeting, John Kraft, our manager, gave us a lot of options to choose from, and with varying different costs. So we felt it was wise to refer this to the committee to come up with solutions for the town. And let's see, go back down. It went to unfinished business. Town manager gave us updates on the advanced metering and infrastructure upgrades, the water and sewer projects, the battery energy storage system, and the demolition of the Layden building. But for a second, I want to speak about the battery energy storage system. A lot of people in the town always say, well, we don't know what the town's doing. The town's not doing anything. Well, this is one project that the town, we have to give a A+ on. The battery energy storage system will save the town a lot of money when it comes to our purchasing of energy from Duke Power. What the battery energy storage system does, it stores electricity for the town to use during peak hours. And of course, peak hours is when we use the most electricity in the town. And if we're not buying electricity at peak hours, then the town's saving a lot of money, and that will directly go towards our bills. So this is something that the town passed before I came on, but I was well aware of, and I was very supportive of the battery energy storage project. And I have to say, we have so many projects that we're working on behind the scenes, in closed session, or things that we're doing to lower the utility rates, or things we're doing to improve the town. So just know that we're working as hard as we can, and we're doing everything we can for the citizens of LaGrange. And as far as the high points, I think that covers most of the important things that happened in our meeting. And I want to thank you guys for spending the time to listen to me this evening. I want to try to make this a regular thing, but I want to thank you. And if I don't see any of you guys, I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I can't wait to hit the ground running in January. And we'll continue these updates, and we continue this communication, this dialogue, because I want to be the voice of people. I want to be the guy that you feel like you can come to and with your concerns and anything that you want to share. So if you need to contact me, you can go to my email. It's anthonydwightHall@gmail.com, or you can send me a letter at my post office box, 301 LaGrange, North Carolina. Thank you, and have a great evening.